Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? We love college football around here. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all know exactly how we do it. We got a big one today. Nebraska and Ohio State, people. And guess what? I know everybody was out there tailgating, so we're going to tailgate too. We're going to tailgate right with you. Yeah, we eating too. Listen, this is going to be a defensive game, y'all. Both teams. Ohio State turned the ball over. Now, y'all know Nebraska got pounded last week. Nebraska got pounded last week by Indiana. So this is a redemption game for them. This is a redemption game. If they want to get back to where they're supposed to be, they're going to have to do some big things today. Other than that, it's not going to be good for them. It's not going to be good for them. Who y'all got out there? Who y'all like today? This is a heavyweight fight. This is a heavyweight fight. That's what it is. I'll tell you what. Dylan Raiola, for him being a young, true freshman, he's the real deal. I know a lot of people may not think so with that Patrick Mahomes thing that he has going on, but I believe in it. I believe in it. They say if you look good, you feel good, you play good. You know what I'm saying? So if he want to look like Patrick Mahomes, hey, go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. Now I'm not sure you're gonna get the same results that man get, but hey, it can't hurt, right? It can't hurt. Go on out there and get the same results, man. Go on out there. Go ahead on out there and get them same results. Telling you. Scoreboard keepers. Listen. All these schools out here now, these colleges, their recruiting is going to be so level now. It's going to be such a level playing field now with these with this NIL involved. You could have a team like Idaho. They might get some kids out there. Like, have you seen like just take this year for an example? Northern Illinois beating Notre Dame was crazy, right? Who else lost? Alabama lost to who was it? Alabama lost to somebody they wasn't supposed to be losing to. Nobody expected. I mean, everything's upset right now. You have schools that are coming out ready to play, man. Let me see. Let me see who Alabama lost to. They lost to I can't think right off the hand. I know you guys know out there. If you get somebody know, put it in the chat. Let me see. They lost Vanderbilt. They lost to Vanderbilt. And that quarterback from Vanderbilt was balling. They down there. They lost to Vanderbilt. So you've had some upsets this year that nobody's seen coming. Don't lie. If you told me that you thought Vanderbilt stood a chance, you'd be lying. I thought that Alabama would go in there and just put up 70 points on them. I really did. I thought they would put 70 points. on them. But, like I said, it's the recruiting now, man. It's almost like in being in the league. Every week, you got to come prepared to play. If you ain't prepared to play, hey, listen, things happen. NIL is going to shake some things up, man. You know, you used to see it every now and then. One team upsetting somebody, but two in the same season, that tells you that's a shift. A big time shift. Dylan Raiola with the bomb. Down to the 40. He's going for it today. He's going for it today. To a bomb to Isaiah Nair. A bomb. He loves throwing those balls, man. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm not sold on Ohio State. I'm not sold on them. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know? Listen, man, everybody else out there tailgating, so I'm tailgating today too. This is the tailgate. This is the tailgate right here. But listen, I'm not sold on Ohio State. And that was pass interference. Wow. Ohio State played a good team last week. They lost to Oregon, but I'm still not sold on them. They lost some talent, man. You know what I mean? And I want that ball hit the ground too. That's not a catch. That's not a catch. The ball hit the ground. We going by NFL rules. Ball hit the ground. Ball hit the ground. I can see it. I can see it. The ball helped to make the catch. So they got to turn. Yes, that's not a catch. And of course, they go right to Mike Pierre. Yep. Just like he would do on Sundays. I don't know if that's a catch. That's not a catch, man. That ball hit the ground. It was moving too. So the ground helped make the catch, in my opinion. But let me tell y'all. I'm still want to stay on that thing, man, about these teams in this NIL and how you're getting a lot of upsets and teams coming out of nowhere. Teams coming out of nowhere beating some of these big schools. Why do you think number one has changed so many times in the last couple of weeks? Yep, I told you, no catch, people, no catch. It looked good. Back to the 27-yard line. 4th down. They're punting. Nebraska's punting again. Told you that ball was wobbling around. I saw it from here during my tailgate. Uh-huh. Yeah. Look, man. Football and college football with this NIL now, it's going to be so fun. It's going to require these teams now to get busy. The recruiting to get busy. You no longer can get these kids based on your name any longer, which I like. I like that. I like that you don't have to now lose kids just based off of everybody wanting to go to Alabama for all those years. You remember that? Everybody. Alabama used to have two starting teams. They used to have 2 first teams because all the talent was going to one school. What fun is that? What fun is that? That's not fun. That's not fun. Everybody want to be on the same team. You don't want to compete against each other. Nah. And then the NBA started that nonsense. You know what I mean? The NBA started that nonsense. They started, everybody wanting to go to one team, super teams. Yeah, I mean, you need an all-star team to be the team now. Because everybody wants to play against each other and not compete. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think you should want to play against the best if you want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Don't go nowhere, people. Stay right here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, people. Just think about that. Everybody wanting to go to one team. How fun is that? It's not fun. Move around a little bit. If you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. That's what I'm talking about. How fun is it if all the talent and so much talent and everybody in the national championship is going to one school every year? There's nothing fun about that. Move around a little bit. It's much better that way. And it's better for the schools too, because now these other schools that's getting these players, they're starting to fill the seats with the fans. And as we said before, football carries a lot of other sports that people don't know about. Yeah, a lot of those programs, a lot of those college programs, it's that football money that's coming in there. That football got to stay alive. Has to. If anybody's out there right now, I want to know what kind of tailgate food you're having. I want to know I want to see the food cooking on the grill. I want to see fans out if you're out just drinking. I want to see if you're out sitting on the grass watching the game. I want to see what's going on. If you're home watching the game, what's going on? Packed house in there too. Packed house. Here we go. Ohio State. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here we go. See what's going on. At about the 27. Nothing. Nebraska's playing good defense. They came to play today. Nebraska has a good front. They got a player there I think is going to be playing on Sundays on that defense of line. I think they got a player that's going to be playing on Sundays, man. He's a clogger. He knows how to clog that that line up, man. I've been watching him. He sometimes gets caught up on the block, but like I think in the NFL they would move him around a little bit. If he has the wheels, he could probably move the linebacker. He gets stuck on blocks sometimes, and that's going to be every Sunday in the NFL. Man, I see some holding going on there, and they didn't call it. Ohio State got away with one. 3rd and 9. I saw some holding going on. Dropping back, he got all day long. That's a college quarterback for you, right? It's 3rd and 9. He had all day long, right? He threw under the sticks, and the pattern was under the sticks. I won't understand that philosophy. You're supposed to be running to the sticks, man. The goal is to get the first down. They settled. Instead of, you could have took a shot down the field and got an interception, had better field position. You could have got, just think about it. You might as well just took a shot down the field. What are you playing safe for? Because if you're going to punt, you're going to punt. If it's an interception, then you just stop them down there. I don't understand that. It was 3rd and 9, and it was a really conservative play. It was out on the 40. So why are you throwing under the sticks there? I don't get it. I don't understand that philosophy. That's not anything I would ever teach. No. Throw that ball to the sticks. Period. Because anything down the field is on the other side of the 50 already. So it's as good as a punt. If you guys understand what I'm saying, I know you do. Yeah. I don't understand that. That was way too good. It was actually a wasted play. He needed 9 yards, but his route was 4. I don't really get it. 4-yard dig. Makes no sense. Yeah, what y'all doing out there? What y'all doing? Yeah, let's stop this clock. What y'all doing out there? We're in the first quarter. First quarter, it's 0-0. Ohio State, Nebraska. You know, that's a big time rivalry on both sides. They got good fan bases on both sides. You know what I mean? Look, people, this is what we all about, man. Check in. Check in. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about right here. Y'all want to know what's going on? I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put it up here. This is what it's about right here. You know, where y'all at? You know, I'm putting it right up there. You can read it. It's self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. Yeah. We don't care what you're doing. What game are you watching? Right? Are you at the game? Are you debating somebody? What are you cooking? Are you tailgating? Let's talk. Who won? Are you working out today? You in the gym somewhere? You riding your bike? You know, you pumping iron? You want to give some pointers? Let's hear it. What happened in your game today? Did you check in? You're supposed to be right up here in the check-in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's the score? What position you play? It's everything, man. It's everything here. It's everything. Everything. Everything and anything, man. That's what it is. Man, how about that baseball game last night? Not to get off topic, but them Dodgers, man, damn. Freddie Freeman, he seems like he's been around forever, man. He seems like he's been around forever. But for him to knock that thing out like that, super crazy. Super crazy. I mean, he knocked that thing as far as it could go, too, boy. As far as it could go. Grand slam. Walk-off home run. Dodgers beat the Yankees last night, 6-3. You guys wasn't watching. 1st and 10 up the middle for Nebraska, up to about the 25-yard line. You know, and these guys getting 5 yards of pop on the ground. Why go away from it? You know what I'm saying? Why go away from that? Stick to what you're doing. Stick to what's working. I mean, you found something. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 2nd and 5, just like that, because he got 5 yards. Okay, and they go right back to it. And look at that, 4 more. So you found something over there, I see. Yeah, they know where to run. Don't wear it out now. You know what I'm saying? Be methodical going down the field. Don't wear it out. Do not wear it out. You got to be methodical going down there. All right, here we go. 3rd down. I'm pretty sure he's going to pass here, though. No, Matt Rule. And that's exactly what he does. Sprint out. He's looking for it. The quarterback's going to keep it. 1st down. Riley kept it. 1st down. He's moving good for that ankle. He had an ankle injury last week. He's moving good. Maybe he wasn't as bad as everybody thought. Yeah, he's moving good. Don't look injured to me. I ain't kidding you, man. The kid looks like Patrick Mahomes, man. He does look like Patrick Mahomes, man. He is doing his best. He is doing his best Patrick Mahomes impersonation, man. I'm telling you. Y'all say what you want to say. I'm telling you, that's what he looks like. I see it. I see the resemblance. Same kind of throw, same kind of arm movement. Everything is going on there. I heard he wears the shades. You know what I'm saying? I heard he puts the shades on and all of that. Got that little side arm. You know what I mean? Got that little side arm. That little sidearm throw that Mahomes does. You know how it goes. Like a little baseball throw. He does it too and does it very well. It's quick too. He got a quick release. He has a quick release. He's dropping back. 1st and 10. He takes off again for 6 yards. Nothing downfield was open. He's getting good. He's getting good. He's getting good yardage, and I like his poise, man. He don't just throw the ball anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really see the difference between a good college quarterback and a bad one. They're like night and day because you know how it is in the NFL. That most of the guys in the NFL can make all the throws. They just can't see the field as well. But in college football, you know, if you got a bad quarterback, sometimes you can almost say that he don't belong at the position. Like you know, the kid the other night had a rough night from Syracuse, man. Raul was taken off again. He reaches, I think he fell short. He's about a yard short of the first down. The kid from Syracuse he had a tough time. When I tell you he had a tough time, he had a tough time the other night, man. He threw 3 interceptions for touchdowns. They weren't just picks, they were taking them back to the house, man. You know that's unusual. That's very unusual. And you know, he just wasn't seeing the field well at all, if you ask me. At all, he wasn't seeing it. And I was surprised because I said, you know, I said, like are they going to take him out or go to somebody else? And they never did. They kept him right in the game. And I was like, man, this coach is stubborn. You know, the kid wasn't ready to play. And everybody on the team knew it. And then his like his aura, his energy, it just transpired over to all the other players on the team. And they're like, everybody shut down. And I was like, man, you're supposed to make a quarterback move, and he don't lose his job. You can bring him back next week. It's just that he wasn't. You needed a spark. You needed a spark, and they didn't do that, man. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. They kept that boy in the game, and Pittsburgh ran away with that game, 41-13. They ran away with it, and that's what I'm saying. That's a problem because coaches are supposed to make those. They're supposed to make those changes, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to make those changes. You got to do what's best for the team, and that was a problem because he didn't. He didn't. He didn't make that change. He kept the kid in there, and he kept the kid in there, and the kid actually it went from bad to worse. It went from bad to worse, and you seen everybody trying to coach him up. Everybody was trying to coach him up, keep his head in the game, but his head wasn't in the game. It was too late for that. It was too late for that. You make the move. You know, it's not about, you know, you're not saying telling the kid he's losing his job, but what you're saying is that, you know, like, man, you know, you may not be ready to play. We need a spark, and we're going to put, you know, could put Billy in the game. And they didn't do that. And the results showed for itself. He stuck with the quarterback the entire game. And and Pittsburgh was just all over it. I'm talking about, man, they was just all over this kid. All over. Picking him off like he was like, you know, throwing the ball into the wrong team. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, man. But um, you know, in any event, they you know, Syracuse was coming to that game 5-1, and Pittsburgh was undefeated, and it was incredible, man. It was incredible. It was incredible, incredible game for Pitt. Incredible game. Yeah, here we go, man. Here we go. Good punt. All the way down to the damn 9-yard line. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good pass. Up to the 30-yard line. We're looking at about a 2nd and 2. Here we go. Here we go. Hand off for nothing. I'm telling you, man. Nebraska is playing stout. Nebraska is playing stout, man. Stout. When I tell you stout, I mean stout. They ain't giving up. They ain't giving up nothing. I can tell you this: they ain't showing Ohio State no respect. I think. Listen, I'm saying it. I think Ohio State's overrated. I really do. I really do. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're a good measuring stick. I don't think they're a good measuring stick for teams. I mean, they're a good team, but I don't think they. I think they may be one of those teams that's, man, I'm telling you, pass interference. Good call. Ohio State has shown me anything in the last couple of weeks, right? That showed me that they're up there with Texas and I'm not sold on Oregon yet either. You know, I'm still going with that. I'm still think that everything else is going through the SEC when it comes down to it. I still think everything's going through the SEC until proven otherwise. You know how it is when these teams come from all these other Big Tens and all that, ACC and all these other conferences, man. And then when they get up there and play them schools from the SEC with that, well, you know, they got the majority of the talent, they fold. They fold. So you got to make me a believer. Because right now I'm not one. How about that? I'm not one right now. Ohio State. Show me something. Show me something I haven't seen because you're struggling right now against Nebraska. You know what I mean? We got the dogs walking on. Listen, I actually think they need to move Indiana up. How about that? How about they go ahead and do what they're supposed to do and move Indiana up? Indiana look like top 10, man. Top 10, possible top 5. They keep doing they keep doing what they was doing last week. That's a top 5 team, man. That team was balling. They look much better than the 2 teams I'm watching right now. Tell you that. Good pass. Good pass. So the offense coordinator is starting to dial some things up. He's starting to dial some things up. Let's see what he can do. See what he can do. Because the first quarter looks like it's going to run down with without them scoring. So let's see. Ohio State's dropped back, going deep and going for it. Wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown. Woo! Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate, number 17, with a bomb. With a bomb. And hey, listen, I just said show me something, and they showed me something. Ohio State went long on them. But guess what? The quarterback still hung that ball up in the air. That ball hung up in there too long. He was open yesterday. He was open like yesterday. And the ball got there today. Good pass, good catch. Good pass, good catch. And the extra point is good. We're on the board, people. We're on the board, finally. We're on the board. We're on the board, people. Finally, somebody put some points on the board. Listen, Ohio State is like, I'm telling you, I'm still not sold. I'm still not sold. They got to show me something, man. They got to do something that's going to set them aside from these other teams that they're competing with. I'm telling you, that what happened to them in Oregon, like that could have made people believers. But when they drop that game down there, and then you come in here and you know, and Nebraska's putting up this kind of fight against you, it makes you look, you know, like normal. It's not the regular Ohio State that we're used to seeing, where people fear to go in there and to play them. I don't see that. I don't see that. And I can tell you this, that one score is not going to be enough to hold this Nebraska team down, because they're eventually going to score. The reason I know that is because they constantly throw the ball down the field and try to go for the end zone. That quarterback is not going to be he's definitely not going to sit there and play docile football. He doesn't do that. That's not his style. That's not his style. What he wants to do is he wants to go for the end zone. He thinks he's Patrick Mahomes. This is what I'm telling you. He thinks he's Patrick Mahomes. And if he thinks he's Patrick Mahomes, he's going for the end zone. He's going to throw the ball downfield, even if he has to make mistakes. And guess what? He can use his legs. He can damn well use his legs. So that's big. That's big. Look, he's right out of the gun right now. He's going for it. He's going for it. 1st and 10, they hand it off up the gut. They get about 2 or 3 yards. But you gotta watch out for this Nebraska. You gotta put more points on the board. If you're Ohio State, you're at home. You know what I'm saying? And their quarterback is suspect to me. Ohio State's quarterback is suspect to me. I didn't like his play in he was sharp in the Oregon game, but he made a mistake late in the game when he was trying to, you know, instead of him getting down before the clock rolled out, he ran the ball and tried to get in the field goal range, but didn't slide fast enough to call the timeout, and timeout ran out. So he can sling the ball. Don't get me wrong, with an open pocket. But when he has pressure on him, he seems like he struggles. So let's see how he plays today against this Nebraska team, because he has to set himself and set that team apart for us to be believers. Other than that, I'm not sold on Ohio State being in the top 5, to be honest with you. Like I said, I need Indiana to get a little bit more respect. They need to give Indiana a little bit more. I think Indiana could probably beat Ohio State. I would love to see them two teams play. And with them boys out there and getting that damn, they had all those recruits out there. That was amazing. That was a beautiful thing. That was a beautiful thing to have those. That was the smartest thing that coach could have did, was have those recruits out there during a game like that, because now your recruiting becomes that much easier, man. You ain't even got to sell it no more. You ain't even got to tell them. They're going to remember the experience. They're going to remember the experience. That experience is going to be super nice. Super nice for them. They'll take it to another school, watch that team lose, and be like, I ain't coming here. I ain't coming here. So it don't take much to sell them. All you got to do is give them the truth and give them a good experience when they come out there, and you can get good recruits. But, you know, like I said, I love the way this NIL thing is going to go. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it because I want to see teams like Vanderbilt beat Alabama at times. You know what I mean? I want to see Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I like to see that. I like to see that. It's a more level playing field in college football right now. But what I don't like is when teams do that, right? Northern Illinois should have run the table after that Notre Dame game. I didn't think that they would face anybody else that could beat them. But just like college, right? College is just like almost NFL sometimes because you get inside of your division and the teams that know you and are familiar with you, they don't respect you as much. And then they may have your number. And it's weird. No, they're not as talented as Notre Dame would be. But they kind of like know you. You know what I'm saying? Or they think they know you. They kind of like know you. They think they know you, and then they play you in a different kind of way. And next thing you know, you come up taking a loss. But the way that Northern Illinois was running on Notre Dame, you should be able to run on anybody in the country like that. And I noticed that they had one of the best offensive lines. I didn't think that their offensive line got enough credit. But I can tell you right now, boy, if I was a scout, I'd be heading to Northern Illinois. I'm telling you right now, there's something out there. I seen 3 players. I seen 3 players on Northern Illinois that could be playing on Sundays. That's what I seen. I seen 3. I seen 2 on offense and 1 on defense that could possibly be playing on Sundays. And I just like what they had to offer up there. And I like their scheme too. You know what I'm saying? They're dedicated to what they do. I like their scheme. But you know what I mean? Like I said, it's a lot of football players out here, so you got to be able to they're giving a little presentation out on the field. It's a little presentation going out on the field. You got that Ohio State team from 2004. You got that 2004 team out there. Okay. Dylan Raiola drops back, throwing it downfield. It's caught for 5 yards. 4, they give him 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, people. Where y'all out there? Anybody tailgating right now? Anybody on the grill? Is there anybody out there right now on the grill right now that's cooking? Is there anybody out there that's cooking inside your house right now, cooking for the game? Anybody? Is there anybody out there? Anybody in Nebraska? Anybody in Ohio? Where you guys at? Anybody cooking? What are you guys doing? Where are you watching the game at? And what do you think's going on? Are you happy with it right now? Are you happy with the game? Dylan Raiola drops back. And it was complete. Then it was fumbled. He bobbled and Nebraska covered. It was a 10-yard pass. The Nebraska receiver bobbled it, and the lineman recovered it. Interesting. Yeah, what you guys doing? Who's cooking? Is anybody at a tailgate? Anybody at a tailgate right now? Where are you watching the game at? What you doing? Are you watching any games right now? Who do you support? What teams do you support? The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat if you want to come up and share what you're doing. The link's in the chat. Here we go. Dylan Raiola, spread offense, shotgun. Looks like fake RPO. He's looking downfield. Nope. Threw it at his man's feet. Remember what I said, people, 7 points is not enough. You got to remember. Now Ohio State should know. They should learn from last week. Should have learned from last week. If you guys out there, you want to come out, share what you're doing, you want to check in. The link's in the chat. But Ohio State should have learned from last week facing Oregon, being in these tight games like this. Dylan Raiola can do the same thing. You don't want the same thing to happen 2 weeks in a row. Oh, man, he throws a fade, drops back, throws a fade on 2nd and 10, and nobody's there. That's rating the double coverage. Matt Rule's going crazy. He wants pass interference. How about Matt Rule getting around? Matt Rule, Temple, Baylor, Carolina Panthers, and now Nebraska. Dylan Raiola drops back. Here we go. Looks like he wants to run the RPO. Not sure. Matt Rule's been around, though. Here comes the blitz right up the middle of the gut. Good pickup by Nebraska. Dylan Raiola takes off down the field. He's going. He's going. He's going. People down to the 15-yard line. Wow. Didn't I tell you what he could do with his legs? Didn't I tell you that he's capable of that? I'm telling you, that kid, I'm going to tell y'all something. It's something he does that I really, really, really like, man. If he had a little bit more speed, he would have scored. Yeah. All the way down to the 15-yard line. Didn't I tell you? 7 points for Ohio State is not enough. They got to score more points. They got to be putting up more points, man. Let me tell you. He does something. Ooh, hand off the outside for nothing. Now Nebraska they need to score here. They don't need to be playing around. They need to put this thing in the end zone. You can only be settling for field goals on the road. So go for it. I think they should be a little bit more aggressive. You know what I mean? I like the play call. But I actually think that they didn't execute it properly because the defensive end wasn't blocked down on. And that's what stopped that run right there. So you got second and 10 in the red zone right now. You got to go for the gusto, man. You got to go for the juggler, especially after what happened to him last week. Go for the juggler. Go for the juggler, man. Well, look at that, for nothing. So now you got 2 wasted downs, right? So now you're in third down, right? And guess what everybody knows that you're doing, including me, right? Everybody knows right now, right, that you're passing. So here comes the blitz. So you might as well be anticipating it. A blitz right now makes you throw to the end zone, and at the very least, you can't get the first down. You know what I'm saying? They're making you get this ball off right now. Here comes the blitz, man. So you might as well be anticipating it. They put themselves in this situation. Now you become predictable. You put yourself, here they come. They loaded at that line. They stacked. They stacked right now. And they're going to come after him, man. Now, he'd be smart to take off again. I know he's ready to go. What do we got? We got a flag? Timeout. Timeout, Nebraska. You see that? See? Now, Ohio State just forced them to call a timeout. Now, I would have seen that coming. And that's why he shouldn't have been in that position. The offensive coordinator made himself predictable right there. He wasted 2 plays. To put yourself in a passing situation in the red zone where it benefits the defense to send the blitz. It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy. I would have sent the house too, because at least you got to get rid of the ball fast. 2, you got to get the first down. 3, you got to make sure that you don't get this ball intercepted or turn it over. So you're probably going to more than likely throw to the end zone. And they was prepared for it. So now if I'm Dylan Raiola, right, I may take off here again. He just got like 30, 40 yards off of one play with his legs. So I'm spreading them out, and I'm going to have my options. And one of my options are going to be his legs. One of my options is going to be his legs, period. Period, point blank. You got to have that in there at all times. I don't want him sitting back there like a statue. No, we got them legs for a reason. And these linebackers for Ohio State just doing anything right now. They all over the field. They put them in different places, and he can't see them. Hold up. Hold up. This is going to be an interesting call. Let's see. It's going to be an interesting call. It's going to be all up to the coach here. Let's see what's going on. Third and 14, people. That is spread off. Here they come. They're going to send them. Raul is back. So now look at this. He has to throw to the end zone. Nope. They call a screen for nothing. They called a screen for nothing. They called a screen for nothing. Called a screen for nothing. That's what they did. They called a screen and got absolutely zilch. And guess what they're doing? Field goal. Exactly. A field goal. The link's in the chat. People, the link's in the chat. The field goes up and it's good. We got a 7-3 ball game. Nebraska's on the board, people. Nebraska's on the board. They're on the board. Finally, they're on the board. Finally. But you don't want to be kicking field goals on the road. We just discussed that. You don't want to be kicking field goals on the road. 7-3. Ohio State leads. Matt Rule seems satisfied with the field goal, but he really doesn't. He seems satisfied with the field goal, but he really doesn't. He doesn't look satisfied to me. He doesn't look satisfied. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I've seen that kicker all year, really, for them. I've been watching a couple of their games. They like to get it in the end zone. You know what I mean? They don't like to settle. So that's a victory for Ohio State to me. You're on the road. You get them down there. You stop them 3 straight. They waste 3 straight plays in the red zone, and they have to settle for 3 on the road. That's a victory for Ohio State, for the home team. Yeah, in my opinion. If you was home getting all these points, you know what I'm saying? And you're able to score in all different phases, you're able to get touchdowns and field goals, then I would say that would be an advantage for Nebraska. But you're on the road, you can, and the home team scoring touchdowns and you're scoring field goals, you're not going to win the game. It's just that simple. Now I can see if the game was getting close, but they're 1 score away from it being a 2-score game. Which it is right now. Still 2-point game, but you don't want to be getting those points in field goals. You want to score touchdowns, man. And then if you score a touchdown, it's only a 1-score game for them. And this is what I'm saying. So don't waste your bullets, man. Get out there and score some points. Go throw for the end zone now. And then this is the conservative part of what I'm talking about. This is the conservative part about these guys. You get in that red zone and then you forget who you were from the 20 to the 20. You get inside the 20 and you got a whole new different identity. Stay aggressive. Man. Man, let me tell you something. This kid, Jeremiah Smith, he's a different animal. They said the rumors around him is that he's going to be the best wide receiver to have ever played the game. Now, hey, I'm just telling you what I heard. That's the rumor. Now, you know how many receivers have played this game? Man, I can tell you this, right? That kid was killing Oregon. He was killing Oregon. They knew he was getting the ball and still couldn't stop him. And they say he's dedicated to his craft. So just think about that for a second. Big, smart, athletic, and fast. 3rd and 1, people. 3rd and 1. I mean, the kid can do it all. He's going to see single coverage in the NFL. He's first down, quarterback sneak. Ohio State's going to score in here. You can just tell this drive. I can tell they're going to score in this drive. This kid, man, you can just throw the ball up and he's going to get it. He runs good routes. His cousin is Geno Smith, the quarterback from the Seahawks. But they just saying that this kid, man, they saying that he's just different. He's just a different breed. And he's young. That's what's so crazy about it. For somebody to say something like that about you at this point, they're going to him right now. There he is. There he is. Jeremiah, what did I tell you guys? As we're talking about him, right to the house. Didn't I tell you they was going to score? Y'all, listen, y'all better get hip to scoreboard keepers, man. We call things around here. That's what we do. Right on cue, as we're talking about this guy, right? Right on cue. Right up the middle of the damn seam, he goes down and catches a 60-yard ball over the shoulder. Man, they better. I'm telling you, man, like I've seen some receivers from Ohio State. You know what I mean? Like there's been some really good receivers out of Ohio State, but I don't remember any this young that looks like him. He looks like an NFL player already. And like I said, he makes that quarterback from Ohio State look like a genius. He makes him look like a genius. But all you got to do is throw the ball up to this kid. That's a 60-yard bomb for him, man. And I'm starting to really believe the hype because he's reminding me of like a shorter DK Metcalf that runs good routes. This kid, Jeremiah Smith, right on cue, as we're talking about him, he catches a 60-yard damn bomb. And I mean, just right up the seam. He just went right up the hash, man. He broke inside, got the defensive back off him. They can't jam him because he's strong. He's big and he's strong. And right up the middle, man. And they're saying that this kid is going to be the best receiver ever. Now forget about the people that you know that play the position at receiver, right? Let's just talk about the ones at Ohio State. Terry Glenn and Joey Galloway. You ever heard of them names? Hell yeah. Because them boys were some ballers. So for them to be saying that at that school is eye-opening. It really is. For them to go ahead and make a claim like that. You make a claim like something like that with the type of receivers that have come through there. Man, what? This kid got to be on. He must be just really operating on another level. Because I mean, I wouldn't even whisper those words with the receivers that have come out of there, and not unless I was for sure. So who the hell's running around there saying that? And whatever it is he's doing, it looks believable on Saturdays. It looks believable. It makes you a believer on Saturdays. Because he does it when the lights are on. That's what's so crazy. He does it when the lights are on. You know, and I'll tell you this, right? And I know the NCAA want Ohio State to definitely be in the playoffs, which I know they will. When you got a receiver like that, anything can happen in those playoffs. You got to think anything can happen in those playoffs. And I love the playoff format now with all those teams in there. Because anything can happen. And somebody's going to go home early. I don't know who, but somebody's going to go home early. One of the good teams, one of the teams that we thought was probably going to be in somewhere around the Final Four or whatever, somebody's going to go home. And this kid is so humble. He's just sitting there. You know, it's like he been there before. He don't be going crazy. He catches the ball in the house and like, I'm going right back. He got 34 receptions for 618 yards and 8 touchdowns. And they're comparing him to Chris Carter. From Chris Carter. Remember what I told y'all? They keep comparing this kid to greats. I told y'all about Terry Glenn. I told you about Joey Galloway. They're comparing him to Chris Carter. I mean, damn. That's a receiving syndicate. That's a receiving syndicate right there, man. I mean, seriously, just think about that for a second. Like, just let that sink in. Those type of receivers that went to Ohio State. Who the hell's recruiting them? That recruiter need a damn raise. He need a raise. He need a raise. And they got Eddie George in the booth. Man, let me tell you something, man. Whoever's recruiting them them receivers, go ahead and get that man a raise. I don't know if he's still around there or whatever. Give him a raise because they do a very good job at Ohio State recruiting all pro receivers. They don't just get regular receivers, they get all pro ones. And I know there's a few that I'm missing too that went to that school. I know for sure that there's a few. But this kid here, they say he's the cream of the crop. They say he is that one. So I can't wait to see where he goes. You know, he got a lot more football to play. But if he was to come out of school, he'd probably be the number one receiver picked. I think he'd be the number one. I think he would be. I wouldn't miss out on that. You got to be kidding me. I'd be right there. If he was there on that board, I'd be picking him up. Nebraska, Dylan Raiola, remember I was telling you, up the middle for 6 or 7 yards, third down and about 2. Remember I told you guys they can't be exchanging points with field goals. They can't do it. You got to put points on the damn board. You got to put points on the board. In the end zone, not through the uprights. You know what I mean? If you want to compete on the road. Remember, I told you a field goal, if Nebraska's kicking field goals, it's a victory for Ohio State. It's just that simple. And they're playing conservative right now, and I've never seen them this conservative. They're normally aggressive going down the field. Raiola's out throwing screens, and the turf is tackling the players. The false start. So now that's coming back. 3rd and 3 is now going to turn into a 3rd and 8. They had a false start on Nebraska. Dylan Raiola is frustrated, of course. Look, man, what y'all doing out there? Remember what I was telling you? This is what we do. For those of you that don't know, check in. Subscribe to the channel. This is what we do. You can read it. Read it. All you got to do is click the link. It's in the chat if you want to come up and talk. That's all. Where's everybody? We got enough space for everybody. Okay, we got 3rd and 8. Raula's in the shotgun. He throws a screen for nothing. Actually lost one. You see what I'm saying? All of a sudden, Matt Rule becomes conservative. Now I'm starting to think that you got your picks now. That's a conservative call. Any other time they're throwing down the field. Any other game they're throwing down the field. They're not throwing screens like that. That's a white flag right there. That's what that is. You gave up on that drive. Instead of you going downfield, you know what I mean? You gave up. You gave up. You white flagged it. That's what he did. He white flagged it. Like, why do that? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, of course, they had to punt people. Of course. Remember, I was telling you about what conservative does. Conservative play is going to get you beat today. Matt Rule, I don't know if you've recognized it, but you're in a hostile environment. You're in a very hostile environment, and playing conservative is not something that you want to do. You want to be aggressive. You want to play to win, and you want to try to steal something and get up out of there. It's a lot of red going on around in there, and a lot of scarlet, and it's a lot of scarlet and gray going on in there. Okay, and I don't want you to confuse it with Nebraska. Okay, it's scarlet, it's not red. Okay, I don't want you to get it confused. And man, look, you got to do what you got to do out there and stay aggressive like you would when you're playing any of the teams in the Big 12. You know, stay aggressive, man. I don't get it. You're an aggressive play caller, and then you get in there, and now you want to act funny. When you do things like that, the players feel it too, because you're avoiding something, and there's probably somebody out there thinking that you don't have confidence in them. I'd be staying aggressive as hell. A couple of these balls I saw should have went to the end zone, or taken a shot down the field, or your quarterback using his legs. You're not doing it. You got to put him in position. Put him in position, to do things. It's just that simple. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, folks. Yeah. But let's see. Let's see what's going on. Jeremiah Smith, the first freshman with receiving touchdowns in each of his first 7 games since 2005. Woo! This kid's a freshman. Whoa. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Man. Listen, that's crazy. Look, they're looking for him again. But he dumps it down to his running back. That's a flag. I'm throwing a flag on that. If I'm the ref, I would have threw a flag on that. That was an absolute late hit. It was an absolute late hit. They was looking for Jeremiah Smith again. I'm telling you. Quick pitch out. First down. Guess what? I can tell you right now that Ohio State has found something in Nebraska's defense, and it's called running the ball to Henderson. Henderson is gashing them right now from the backfield. And I would keep him in the game. He's running hard, and he's hitting those holes, and he's running downhill. And nope, play action fake. And a great catch. Great catch. Good throw. Good throw. Good throw by Howard out the tape. It's a good throw. No huddle. You know what that means. They can't substitute. And there he goes again. There's Henderson again for about 4 or 5 yards. Keep feeding him. He's just warming up. I would keep feeding Henderson. You got to be kidding me. I'm going to feed him. I would keep feeding him, man. And they're going, remember I was telling you people, look, they're already down on the 35-yard line of Nebraska. And they're going no huddle, so there's no substitutions going on, and they found something. Fake handoff. He's looking to the end zone. He's looking. Nope. Oh, that could be a fumble. That ball came out. One thing I could tell you is Ohio State staying aggressive on their play calling. Oh, no, that's not a fumble. His arm was going forward. By NFL rules, yeah, that's not a fumble. That's not a fumble. That's clearly his arm was going forward, and he still had control. Yeah, that's not a fumble. Here we go. Here we go. He's back. Howard goes back. He's looking downfield, scrambling out. Sacked. Good play by Nebraska. It's a good play by Nebraska. It's a good play by Nebraska. Because I ain't kidding you. They trying to do anything. But remember what I was telling you, people, a field goal right here is a win for Ohio State. Because they're scoring touchdowns and they're kicking field goals. And Nebraska has to score touchdowns, man. They got it when they get in the red zone on the road. So here we go. You got a field goal that's coming up for Ohio State right now. Let's see if he makes it. It's about 38 yards. 38-yard field goal, I think. No good. Wide right. Now that's a victory for Nebraska. That's wide right. That's wide right. Wow. And I mean, he missed that thing clearly. He missed that thing clearly. Yeah, that's an awful kick for to be kicking at home, and there's no win. The flags are not blowing. So where's he kicking to? Ohio State coach is disgusted. Fielding, you got to make that. He's disgusted. Ohio State's coach is disgusted. He wanted those points. See, because every point is good. Every point is good for the home team, even if you're losing. Every point that the home team makes is good if they're losing because they have a chance for something to happen down and later in the game. They can get hot. That's a pass interference. That's pass interference, and the flags comes out. See, now Matt Rule's getting aggressive. Now he realizes he needs a score before the end of the half. He's realizing he's throwing downfield now. He needs to make this a one-score game going into halftime. You have pass interference. They threw the ball downfield. The defensive back was clearly beat on a double move, and he was holding on for dear life. That's what he was doing. He was holding on for dear life, and you did it, and I seen it. I seen it live. You did it. You had a handful of jersey. Handful of jersey is what he had. What y'all doing out there? Y'all cooking? Y'all watching the game? What y'all doing? Y'all just want to talk? Come on up. Come on up. Look on the board. Y'all see what we do? That's what it is right there. That's what it is. We tailgating. If y'all cooking, I want to see some food. I want to see some food, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see who out there grilling. I want to see what's being grilled. Somebody show me something. But let me tell you, right? If you can go into halftime, with down 14-10, and I got Dylan Raiola, I got a shot. I'm going to feel like that every time. But if the game continues to go like this, it'll get worse for Nebraska because you'll be pressing at that point, and then you become predictable. Remember what I said, when you become predictable like he did on that one series, where he wasted 3 downs and everybody in the world knew he was passing, and you're inside of the red zone and it became 3rd and 14 because you had a false start. Those are the kinds of things that can push you, out of opportunities, man. You got to capitalize on that kind of stuff. Can't waste downs. You cannot waste downs. And I'm pretty sure Matt Rule was probably pretty pissed about that one too, because he probably wanted to come away right there with points. Because it ain't no telling if you're even going to get that close again for the rest of the game. The longer the game goes on and you're playing like this, the more it's going to favor Ohio State. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. You got to put points on the board. No matter how it's going to come, eventually. And then, but if your defense, if you're playing good D, if he trusts his defense, who's given up 14 points so far, you trust your defense can do something later to stop it. Then you have a chance to. If they can wake up in a second. If you could hold this team to 14 points, the reason I'm saying that is because I think that it's going to take 25 points to beat Nebraska. I don't see them holding Nebraska out of the end zone for the rest of the game. For the full game. I don't see them. I mean, Nebraska is eventually going to score. But how close can you keep Ohio State when you do it? Let's see. Okay, 1st and 10 on the 40. Nebraska up the gut for 15. See, people? I told you. It's going to take. Ohio State needs to put up more points on the board in order to beat this team. Just remember me telling you that. Right now, that's not enough. 14 is not enough. Raiola, quick slant for 9 yards. No huddle. Right back to the line. 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Dylan Raiola in the shotgun. Hand up, right up the middle. 1st down. Already, people, they're at the 38-yard line of Ohio State. And the way I'm feeling right now, I feel like Nebraska's about to score. That's how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling. If they get it together here. The clock's not on their side, as you can see. But they're driving. 3rd and 1. Why didn't he quarterback sneak? He turns around, hands off, 1st down. 1st down, Nebraska. Okay, the clock stops. 14-3. The ball is 1st and 10. And the ball's almost at the 20. Let's see where they spot it. Let's see where they spot this ball. Let's see where they spot this thing. The spot is going to be important. Here we go. 14-3, people. 14-3. Nebraska is driving. 1st and 10. They spotted the ball at the 35-yard line. That's where it's at. Here we go. Quick slant. Back to the line. He spikes the ball. 3rd and 5, people. This is going to be another field goal. Hole's getting ready. It's the most I've seen him all year for them. 3rd and 5, baby. 3rd and 5. Almost halftime, people. It's almost halftime. Time out, Ohio State. Let's go, let's go, let's go. A field goal right here is a victory for Ohio State. No matter how you look at it. No matter how you look at it. You're down 2 scores. You're down 2 scores. So really, it's not going to matter. And the clock's not on your side for this half. And it's 3rd and 5. You needed a touchdown. You don't need a field goal. And you're just trying to get in field goal range at this point. Oh, no, he's going for it. He's going for it. And a pass interference, people, at the goal line. At the goal line. Pass interference at the goal line. Offense. Well, what a surprise. Or Nair. What a surprise. Wow. They call offense. That's a bad call. People, the links in the chat. Listen, that's a bad call. That's an awful call right there. Whoa. Whoa. That's a bad call. Wow. I can't believe they just made that call. I can't believe they made that call. Yeah, that's a bad call. I have to agree with Matt Rule on that one. I didn't see enough evidence there to call offensive interference. I thought the receiver was entitled to a space. They're showing the replay right now, and the receiver was entitled to a space. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad call at that point in time. See, so that's what I'm saying about being on the road. That's why you got to stay aggressive. You have to stay aggressive on the road, man. I'm telling you, you have to have that mentality. You got to have that philosophy, man. You have to be aggressive on the road. It's just that simple. If you just plan to stay in the game, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. It's just that simple. Like like you're playing against, no pun intended. You're playing against the refs now. Seriously. Yeah. So, I didn't like that. I didn't like that call at all. Well, here comes that kicker. Let's see if he can. And listen, this is what I'm talking about right here, right? Now, here comes this kicker, the field goal kicker. Now, this is a time where he absolutely needs to make this. Even though it's still not what you want, he has to make this now because of the penalties that you had. You're down 2 scores and you're on the road. So now this field goal even becomes that much bigger, even though if he makes it, it really doesn't mean that much. But you need it. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. So now it's actually a 1-score game, people, because you can go for 2. It's a 1-score game. That's a big kick. That's a big kick. That's a big kick right there. I told you, man. Now these boys hanging around. How many points did I say that Ohio State needs to score? 25. They need to score 25 points to beat this team. Because I'm telling you, at some point, that's halftime, people. At some point, they're going to make it into the end zone. They're going to make it in the end zone. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it, people. Ladies and gentlemen, that's halftime. That's halftime. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep receipts. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers.
Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't.
Been given chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we don't keep receipts, we keep the score.
Been given chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards. Been given chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't,
Been given chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards. been giving chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards. Been giving chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
Scoreboard keepers.
Been giving chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep the seats. We keep the score. So you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't.
Been giving chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
We keep the score. So you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't.
Been giving chipping. Howard guns it down the field. Smith! Jeremiah! Touchdown! Buckeyes, 60 yards.
We keep the score. So you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard keepers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the scoreboard keepers. You're around here, we'll keep the seats. We keep the score. So you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Ohio State opens up with the ball, and they have the punt after their first series out of halftime. Nebraska comes out fired up. They still feeling that juice from when they went in there from that long field goal in the second quarter at the end of the second. Here comes Dylan Raiola. I told you, 25 points needs to be scored in order to beat this Nebraska team. I told you that. Hold me to it. They need to score 25 points because I believe Nebraska's going to score and they're going to go for 2. And I just looked at a little ticker and I saw Indiana's beating on Washington right now. I told you Indiana's the real deal, man. I told you they're the real deal. They're up 17-14 right now. What a game. Yeah, that's a game. You know that's a game. Remember I was telling y'all about Jeremiah Smith, right? I was telling y'all didn't know who Jeremiah Smith was. Well, damn it, you do now. This is the kid that they were talking about when they said,
Guns it down the field.
there he is. Man. That's the monster right there. That's the monster right there, people. I'm telling you. They saying that he's going to be the best. They said he's going to be the best. He said he's going to be the best receiver ever played a game. Right there.
Jeremiah, touchdown.
Big
Buckeyes,
kid.
60 yards.
Freshman right there. Can you believe that? It's a freshman right there, people. Look at that guy right there.
Guns it down the field. Smith.
That's a freshman.
Jeremiah, touchdown.
Remember Terry Glenn?
Buckeyes,
Remember
60
Chris Carter?
yards.
Remember Joey Galloway? And this kid's already ready. He's been working out with somebody. He's been working out with somebody. Look at that. Right up the seam. Look at that.
Touchdown. Buckeyes, 60
That's a
yards.
freshman making it easy. Him being in high school, it couldn't even been fair. It couldn't even been fair, people. It couldn't even been fair. Let's go. Nebraska, up the gut for 3 yards. Up the gut for 3 yards. Hold on, people. Up the gut for 3 yards. When I told y'all, right? Look at this kid. Look.
Guns it down the field.
Look at this. That's a beast right there. That's a beast. How in the hell could he be a freshman? They must had to be triple cover for this kid if he was in high school. Had to be. In the round for Nebraska, up for 7, 8, 9 yards. Nebraska's on the move. 14-6 is only a one-score game. But this kid, man, this kid right here, you're going to see him on Sundays. You're going to see him on Sundays. He's actually the first kid I've seen in a long time. And the kid from Alabama also. But this kid here, these receivers are coming out, man. They could do 2 years of football and leave. They can do 2 years of football and leave. How much better can this kid get on the college level? He already looks professional. he's running his routes. Dylan Raiola's looking up top. Nope, incomplete pass. He let that hang too long. This kid is big already. His body looked like it's already built for in the NFL game. He looked like he's already built for the NFL game, so he looks like he's ready and prepared. So I can't see him wasting too much time down there on the college level. Do you guys see it? Maybe a natty and get out of there? Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Take down the field. Look. Boom. Jeremiah, touchdown. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Hold on 1 second, people. Hold on 1 second. I told y'all, man, that kid, man, he's going to do something. He's going to do something special. He's going to do something special. I don't know where they're finding him. I don't know how Ohio State keeps doing it, but they're doing it, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. They're doing it. Nebraska, up to the 45-yard line. Nebraska up to the 45-yard line. Did I tell y'all? How many points did I tell y'all that Ohio State needed to score to win this game? You guessed it, 25. I told you. They need to score 25 points to win this game. They're at home right now, and Nebraska's driving because you played a close first half. You don't want to keep them around. But remember, Nebraska keeps settling for field goals. They can't win like that. They got to get in the end zone. Good back shoulder throw by Dylan Raiola, and guess what? A flag's out on the field, so they're going to take that 15. They're going to take that 15. Nebraska's getting a rhythm, people. Nebraska's getting a rhythm. Yeah, that's pass interference too. It's definitely pass interference. Nebraska's getting a rhythm, guys. They're getting a rhythm. So that little it seems like they forgot about Indiana. They forgot about what Indiana did. They moved on to the next. They said, hey, hell with it. We lost Indiana. Let's go into Ohio and get a win. That's what they said. On 35-yard line, 33-yard line, 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Dylan Raiola drops back. He's rolling out to his right. He's looking downfield, throws to the sidelines. Nope, overthrew his man. 2nd and 10. Can't waste these downs. Remember, I'm starting to think that this offensive play caller only got 5 plays. You can't do that. Can't do that. You can't be wasting these plays down here. Stay aggressive. Remember, we just talked about this. Staying aggressive. They have an aggressive guy on the other side. They have one. They have one. There you go. Oh, screen outside. Nothing. Nothing. There he goes. He's doing it again, people. So now look. 3rd down. What does everybody think they're going to do? I don't even have to say it, right? Because you know they're going to pass too, right? Yeah. So what else is coming? The blitz, of course. Of course. Here it comes because the offense coordinator just put himself in that predicament by wasting those plays on those screens. Why are you throwing screens out there? I mean, not one has worked. Not one has worked. Here they come, guys. Here they come. Here they come. They're looking at that box. They're loading that box. And here they come. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, the flag's out. And the flag's out. They may be bailed out because I'm telling you, this would look like it was about to be 4th down. They may have gotten a pass interference call here. Let's see. Yep. Automatic 1st down. Good call by the ref. Good call. Good call, ref. No pun intended, but good call. Good call. He's seen that. He's seen that. That's a great call. That's a great call right there. He had a handful of jersey too on the break. My man was about to break out, but he said, nope, come here. Come here. Dylan Raiola running off to the right side for about 2 yards, maybe 3. Dowdell, who runs hard. See, and Matt Rule's offense, he does a lot of substitution, man. You got to let guys like that. You got to let guys like Dowdell warm up, man. That's what you got to do. You let guys like him warm up, man. Warming up means turn around and give him the ball 5 or 6 times. Down on the 20-yard line, guys. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They got to score here. You can't settle. There it is. Dylan Raiola rolls out. He's rolling out. Nobody to go to. He picks up 2 yards. I think that was a quarterback run. I think that was a play. I don't think he was really supposed to throw down there. I think he had the option, but I think that was called right out of the huddle. But look at this beast right here, guys. Y'all want to see a beast? Look at this beast right here. This is a beast. That's a beast right there. That's who you got to get the ball to more.
Jeremiah, touchdown. Buckeyes,
Yep.
60 yards.
The guy's a beast right there. 3rd and about. He picked up about 4 yards right there, but it's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. On the offense. Illegal shift. Offense. Illegal shift on Nebraska. It's going that way. Okay? Illegal shift on Nebraska is going that way. See? So once again, this offensive coordinator is shooting himself in the foot with these plays that he's calling. Staying conservative. Okay? Now, it's 3rd down and 9. So everybody knows what's going on, right? Of course, I'm sending my defense. We're blitzing because everybody knows what's going on here. Here they come, and damn it, they got him. Damn it, they got him. What'd I tell you? That it just went backwards. I told y'all. This is why y'all need to be a part of Scoreboard Keepers because we call things around here. The offense coordinator is putting himself in this position. And I mean, they slung him down too for about 5 or 6 yard loss, maybe more. But he just don't have enough time for his routes to develop downfield. And they're getting to him. And guess what they're doing, people? Yup, the old field goal. Remember what I told you. And it's good. And it's good. The problem is that they needed a touchdown. So you got a 1-score game still, right? 1-score game still. It was a 1-score game before they scored that field goal, and now it's another 1-game score. They need to absolutely score a touchdown. You can't win. But I'll tell you one thing. When Ohio State gets this ball back, we know who they're going to. Right here. They said this guy's going to be the best receiver to ever play the game. And damn it, they're selling me on it. They're selling me on it. I haven't seen a true freshman look like this in a very long time. Jeremiah Smith, people. I'm telling you, he got a little bit of Joey Galloway in him and a little bit of Chris Carter. Telling you, there he is. Ooh, complete separation. Look where that defensive back is at. Look where that defensive back is at, people. Look where this defensive back is when he finally catches the ball and say, look, he's going up the seam. Like catches him on his heels, but look. 3 steps, and then he turned it into 4 steps after he caught the ball. That's an animal right there. That's an animal. Geno Smith's cousin right here. Right here. From Seattle Seahawks. That's him right there. He has the speed. He has the route running. And if he comes out, somebody's going to draft him. And I know they can't wait for him to get out. And listen, I hope Geno's not getting any ideas up there in Seattle. Listen, let's hope Geno Smith's not getting any ideas by this nepotism stuff. He might be up there trying to draft his family, man. Somebody got to put a halt to that. They got to put a stop to that. This kid is ready right now. I'm telling you right now. That kid's ready right now. Say what you want to say. I'm telling you he's ready right now. He's ready right now. He could play. I bet you he could play in the league right now. Without a doubt about it. Without a doubt about it. No doubt. Big, strong, runs good routes. He probably can play in any kind of weather, which is why he chose Ohio. So you want somebody like that on your team. You want somebody like that on your team, man. They're hard to find. So whoever gets him is going to get a steal. Whoever gets him is going to get a steal, man. No matter how you look at it. He is an absolute stud. But Dylan Raiola, it's freshmen everywhere in this game, man. It's freshmen everywhere in this game. What could be weird is if they end up going to the NFL, wouldn't it be weird if Dylan was throwing to Jeremiah Smith? That would be crazy. That would be a crazy union. I could see it happening, though. I can see it happen. I can see those two end up being on the same team in the league. You know? And then you would have one hell of a you talking about one hell of a duo? That would be one hell of a duo. This is why I think my true calling was probably scouting somewhere into the GM thing, putting the team together. You know what I mean? I know talent when I see it. I know talent when I see it. It's not hard to figure that one out, but I see other players in this game too. I see other guys in this game. You know what I mean? That could possibly play on Sundays. Not everybody, but there's one. There's one or two. You know what I mean? 3. You gotta give it some time and see what these players are doing. You gotta see where they are in their career and they're in their development, and see how they mature. After a few years, some people can go to college and already be professional already, but then you have those that need to. So you recommend them staying around. You know what I'm saying? Staying around for 4 years. That's the same thing in basketball too. Some kids don't even need to go to college. But when you have that, just think college missed out on Kobe Bryant. Basketball. Just think about that. College missed out on Kevin Garnett in basketball. Just think about that. Them boys don't have any alma maters. They went straight to the NBA. Darius Miles, straight to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys don't have any alma maters. They was that good. They were that good. They were NBA ready already. Wasn't any need to go to college. And then they came in with that rule, boy, and it caught my boy Rasheed. Caught Sheed Wallace. Sheed Wallace, man. Sheed Wallace was NBA ready too. But they said, nope, we need you to go on down to North Carolina for 2 years. You a Tar Heel for 2 years, and then you can go. Then you can get out of here. Come down here and do something to Duke for a little bit, and then we're going to send you out of here. And that's what happened. That's what happened. But he was already ready. He was already ready. Killing them, too. He was killing them. One of the few big men with a soft jump shot like he did, mid-range game. He would tear it. Man, if he was in the NBA today, in today's game, he could possibly be unstoppable. He would possibly be unstoppable with that mid-range game. Because the shots that they give up now would be like layups for him. So it was a good thing that they got him out of that era, boy. But look, people, today, you know what I mean? Ohio State, Nebraska. That's what we got going on today. That's what we got going on today, right here. That's it. We chose this game for a reason, not the season. Chose it for a reason. We're going to see how Nebraska was going to bounce back after that whipping they took last week.
Howard guns it down the field. Smith, Jeremiah, touchdown. Buckeyes, 60 yards.
Interception. Nebraska. Interception down to the 10. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all was going to happen? Did I tell you I didn't trust this team? And I tell you I don't trust that quarterback? It's a flag down, right? But this boy Howard for Ohio State comes out there and throws an interception. Nebraska picks it off, takes it down to the 10-yard line, and there's a flag on the play. Now this is a big call right here. Hey, listen, they picked that thing up. It's a 1st and goal, Nebraska. Now, what do they need to do, y'all? What we've been talking about. They need to score. They can't keep settling for field goals. Man, that's a big play right there. I told y'all, Ohio State been playing around until the dam breaks. They've been playing around with their food until the dam breaks. I'm telling you. 1st and goal. No. Okay. It looks like an RPO. Nebraska. At the 6-yard line. Up the middle. For nothing. 2nd and goal. Here we go again. Didn't I tell you? The offense coordinator. Let's see if he wastes his plays this time and not be aggressive. Let's see if he wastes his plays and not be aggressive. That's what I'm talking about. This guy. Let's see. Let's see if he wastes his plays. Let's see what happens. You got to stay aggressive here. I'm calling a quarterback bootleg right here because the defense is playing so aggressive. I want to send Dylan Raiola in the end zone by himself. He's under the center. And this could be it. This could be it right here. Nope. They run right up the middle again for nothing. Guess what down it is, people? 3rd down. You guessed it. That's all we've been talking about, right? So what's coming? You guessed it. The blitz. You have to throw this ball in the end zone now. You have to throw this ball in the end zone now. Ohio State's been great on third downs all day long. All day long, they've been great on third down. And now you're right back in that same situation again. Here it is. I see the quarterback bootleg coming right now. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Third down. Nope. Nope. What do they do? Third, and he gets down to the 2-yard line. He doesn't get in, people. It's 4th and goal. What would you do? What would you do here, people? It's 4th and goal. It's 4th and goal. Would you go quarterback sneak here? Would you try to punch this ball in the end zone, or will you kick it? This is a big call. He kept the offense on the field, y'all. This can change this is going to change the whole complexity of the game right here. Whatever happens here changes this game. Here we go, people. 4th and goal. They did not get it. They did not get it. Denied. They went full house, power eye back, and Ohio State is going crazy. That's awful. He didn't get there. He didn't get there, people. He did not get in. He did not get in. That is a hell of a goal line stance. That is a hell of a goal line stance. Unbelievable. This is where you can see that the coaching, the play calling, not the coaching, the play calling is just on another level than the NFL. It's just it's a little below. Okay, it's a little below. That's an awful call right there. That was an awful call right there. Ohio State's been doing great on third down, so obviously he's not looking at his sheets. They've been doing great on third downs, right? Great. I mean, I'm talking about great. And this guy goes for the 4th down, right up the middle. He doesn't use his quarterback's legs. He goes for it on 4th down. And turns around and hands the ball up straight into the teeth of the defense. That's been great on third downs, and now they're excellent on third downs and 4th downs. Crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So that's a mistake by the offensive play caller here. Now, Ohio State has the ball at home. You didn't score, and they have momentum now. So the momentum's going to be crazy. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. So now they got to figure it out. At some point, they're going to figure it out that they have to come up with some different play calls, and it's not those screens, man. Not those screens that they're running. Let's see how they come back out, man. Let's see how they come back out. I'm curious. I'm curious how they're going to do this with Ohio State. I want to see if they stay aggressive because they're going to have the ball on it. It's like the half-yard line. I ain't kidding you. They got to come out, throw this thing down the field, man. They got to loosen that defense up. They got to get out of their end zone. They cannot afford to have a safety here. They can't do it. They got to get that ball out. My man tried to jump over the top of the pile and got met at the goal line. That was one hell of a play. (14-9), people. 14-9. 14-9. That was one hell of a play, man. Okay, here we go. Let's see what Ohio State does to get this ball out of this end zone here. Let's see what they do. This ball's on a 1-yard line, people. It's on the 1 yard line. Quarterback sneak. Okay. Quarterback sneak out to about the 3. That's a great call. That's a great call by the offense coordinator. It's a great call. Just to get yourself some room and to get yourself some space. They were up playing tight. Your running backs, if the ball was on the 1, your running backs are starting deep back in the end zone. You want to get out of there at all costs, man. Okay, so now you got a little bit of room there where you can actually pass here. So the defense is totally confused because anything can come here. Run, pass. The RPO is in full effect right here. And there it is, right there. There it is, right there, out to the 7-yard line, 8-yard line. 2 yards shorter for 3rd and 2. So now you have all type. Now you're completely out of that danger zone of a safety. Not unless something, egregious happens. You know what I mean? Anything short of that, you're good to go, man. I mean, like anything can happen, but you're getting out of there right now. Dylan Raiola looks frustrated. He don't know what he can do to get into that end zone. It's like they're allergic to it right now. Drop back for the pass, Ohio State. Nope. Over his head. 3rd and 2. Ohio State has to punt. So Nebraska's still going to be in good field position. Still. That was a good defensive stand right there. Not great, but good. I still stand by Ohio State being overrated, people. They're not who we thought they were. To be honest with you. 2 weeks in a row, they're looking, they're looking like they're looking. They have a great talent. They have a great player in Jeremiah Smith, but they're not explosive to where they can where you'd be worried about being out of the game. You always have a shot, but it seems like you would always have a shot with this team to remain in the game. They would keep you hanging around. They're not going to run away from you. So here we go with Nebraska starting off with the ball on the 45-yard line. On the 45, I believe. It's on the 43. Let's say the 43. 43-yard line. Raio's back. Fake handoff RPO. Screen outside. Wide open is the receiver. He gets about 9 yards to first down. All the way up to the 31-yard line. All the way up to the 31-yard line. Now, that play right there would have worked when they needed a touchdown earlier. So why would they have not called it? It's crazy. Totally confused by that. Totally confused by that. There we go. Drop back Dylan Raiola. He's looking deep. He's going deep for his man. He threw in a double coverage. And if the safety turns around, he has an interception. If the safety turns around, he has an interception. He just didn't, unfortunately. Fortunately for Dylan Raiola that he didn't. Because that ball was there. That ball was there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All he had to do was turn around. He had an interception. Plus, it was underthrown. Underthrown ball in the end zone. Here we go. RPO. Dylan Raiola drops back. He's looking for his man. He's going up top. He was looking for the wheel route. He had a man wide open. Now they're being aggressive. 3rd and 10, though. They're being aggressive. They're just not connecting right now. But he's most definitely going for it. Yep, he just missed him. Nebraska fans, like, that close. It's a game of inches out there, people. It's a game of inches. RPO. RPO, Dylan Raiola drops back. Oh my goodness. And the pocket collapse. People, I don't know who this defensive coordinator is for Ohio State, but he is great dialing it up on third downs. He is great dialing it up on third downs. Dylan Raiola goes down for a loss of about 8. Nebraska has to punt. Remember what I said, people. They have to put the ball in the end zone in order to win on the road. They have to. But that Ohio State defense on third downs, something special, man. Something special. The ball bounces into the end zone. Nebraska will get it out on the 20. I'm telling you, man. This team, they have, in order for Ohio State to be comfortable right now, they need to score. They need another score. But like I was telling you, they look like normal. They don't look like a team that can run away from you right now. They just don't. They just don't. The firepower. I don't even know if I've seen another receiver catch a ball other than Jeremiah Smith right now. Oh, yes, I did. I have. Not the tight end. I haven't seen the tight end yet in this offense, which is unusual. Okay, here we go out of the shotgun. Ohio State, right up the middle, right up the gut. 7, 8, 9 yards. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Remember I was telling you. Who was that, Henderson? Yep. You got to keep feeding him. I told you he needs to warm up. I don't know why they don't just turn around and just keep giving him the ball. Like, just keep handing the ball. Why? 1, it runs the clock down. 2, he's getting 5, 6 yards a pop. He keeps the chains moving. 3, you have the ball, Nebraska doesn't. You know what I'm saying? There it is, right up the middle. He's short, though. He's short. Let's see. This is a big call right here. Third and about 1.5. It's a big call right here. Let's see what they do. Ohio State needs to convert a first down. They need this one bad. And they turn around and they get stuffed. They get stuffed. What would you guys do right here? Would you go for it? I thought that was an awful play call right there. Quarterback's like not involved at all. All the quarterback would have to do was run around the edge. He would have figured out that there's nobody keying on him. Yeah. Telling you, this Ohio State team is beatable, man. They're very beatable. I know what the national polls say and all that, but I'm just telling you, after watching the teams that I've seen, I believe that Indiana would dust both of these teams off. Well, they already dusted one off, but I believe that they would dust off Ohio State too. I just do. I think they would dust them off, man. Interesting. Very. But like I said, I think that they would dust them off, man. 14-9. Under a minute to go left in the third quarter. Ohio State clinging to a lead. Clinging. And people, Indiana's doing it again this week. They have 30-14 on Washington. You can't go into Indiana and get a win, man. You can't go into Indiana and get a win right now. It looks sold out in there, too. Fans going crazy. Fans are going crazy. $31-14. Taven Jackson. That's the backup quarterback, ain't it? That's the backup quarterback for Indiana. I know the starting quarterback hurt his hand last week, but that's the backup. Wow. It's incredible. Incredible job they're doing up there in Indiana. They got football now, people. It ain't just a basketball school. They filling that football stadium now. Oh, yeah. Up back to the Ohio State and Nebraska. What do you guys think is going to happen here? I said they need 25 points to pull out a victory here. I'm still sticking by it. I believe it. I stand by it, and I prove it. They need another score here to pull away. Let's see. Got a little commercial going on. All right, let's go, people. Let's go. Let's get to this game now. Somebody all right, here we go. Big punt. Fair catch. At about the 26, 27-yard line. Here we go. Nebraska has the ball. They're down 14-9. Let's see what they do. Here we go. Fourth quarter, people. Whew, right off the tackle for about 30 yards. Dowdell. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all they got to keep giving him the ball? They need to keep feeding him because he warms up. He gets better after every carry. Dowdell. Got to keep giving it to him. These coaches go away from that kind of stuff. He's warming up right now. You gotta keep giving him the rock. That's what I would do. I'm featuring him right now because he's feeling himself. So then look, they go right away from him, and look, good pass, wide open. The tight end down to the 20. He's down to the 17-yard line. Did I tell y'all they was gonna start opening up? 25 points. Ohio State needs to win this game. Oh, it's a flag. It looked like it's on Ohio State, though. But I told you, eventually, holding. Defense, yep. So it's on Ohio State. It's declined. Ball's down the 17-yard line, and Nebraska's starting to be aggressive because Ohio State needs 25 points to win. I keep telling y'all that. They're at home. Things are getting tight. The crowd's getting a little fidgety. Crowd's getting a little fidgety, but their defense has been great on third downs. Remember that. Remember that. So Nebraska needs a touchdown and not a field goal. And what? They try that quarterback keeper, and it goes for a loss. Second down. So guess what these next two plays have to be? You guessed it. Pass plays. And everybody knows. I know. Field mouse knows. Cat knows. The dog knows. Everybody knows now. Here they go. Here they go. 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. In the round for about 5, 4 maybe. Third down. So that you know they're bringing everything along with the kitchen sink. Right? They're bringing everything with the kitchen sink. You know that. I don't have to tell you that. It's big. These are big plays right here. You're in the fourth quarter. You need stops. It's third down. You've been great on third downs all day long. Why should they be any different? A zebra doesn't change its stripes. Let's see what Ohio State does here. They drop back. They're coming after Viola. He gets it. He converts it. Right to his tight end. Right to his tight end for first and goal. First and goal. Good read. Because he was only looking for one player on that. I seen somebody in the seam wide open in the end zone. It's a good ball, good play. Good ball, good play. So here we go. Ohio State fans are getting tight. They're getting tight. I mean, they're tight-jawed right now. They're tight-jawed right now. I told y'all, man. Ohio State may not be who you think they are. Now, I said it out loud. I'm saying what everybody else is not saying. Here they come. Dylan Raio's dropping back. He's looking. He's tossing it up. He had a man trying his best to come wide open. Ooh-wee. Couldn't get to it, though. He just missed his speedster. He just missed his speedster by a fingertip. Yep, he missed his speedster by a fingertip. Yeah, he missed his speedster by a fingertip, man. Let's see what's going on. Here we go, 2nd and 10. You know how they do down here, man. They get funny. The play calling gets funny. The coaching gets funny. And Ohio State's been great down here. Let's see if they can hold up. 2nd and 10. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. If Nebraska loses this game, you can blame it on play calling. He put them right back in 3rd and 7, people. He put them right back in 3rd and 7. What have Ohio State been doing all day on 3rd and 7s? Can somebody tell me? We've only been talking about it all morning. What have they been? All afternoon? What? Can somebody tell me what they've been doing? 3rd and 7, people. Here we go. Here we go. Ohio State's loading up. They're doing it again. I see it. So they don't know where the blitz is coming from. And guess what? Good call. Quick slant, touchdown, Nebraska. Good call. Good call. Good call. That's a great call right there. That's a great call. All that defensive back had to do was do his job. He beat him to the inside. That's a good call. That's an NFL route right there. Yep, he got that off. That's a good call. That's a good play call. That's the first one they've given up. But you got to go for 2. You got to go for 2. You got to go for 2 here. Because a field goal beats you. So you got to go for 2. And if you miss it, a field goal still beats you. Oh, wait a minute. People, His knees down. Hold on. Hold on. We may be taking points off of the board, people. Oh, that's no score. He's down at the half-yard line, people. Let's see where this ball is. Oh, yeah, that's down at the 1. Oh, yeah. No touchdown. Yep, take it off the board. So what do we got? Did he get the first down, though? Yeah, 1st and goal. Here we go, people. This is big. This is big. This is why you got to love college football. This is why you love college football right here. This is big. This is big. You got a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Oh, they look like they're going. Oh, full house. Touchdown. Touchdown. Yeah, he got in there. Dowdell. 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 I mean, they had that sucker overloaded over there, too. They had that damn sucker overloaded over there. Okay, let's see if they go for 2. He cleared everybody. Dowdell's a beast. Oh, they're going for 2. Because, you know, field goal beats you. They're going for 2. I bet you they run the same play. This is the same play. Woo! And they got the 2. And guess what, people? Guess what play it was? You wouldn't believe what play it was. Hey, people, you would not believe what play they just ran to get that 2-point conversion. Who does Dylan Raiola think he is? Patrick Mahomes, right? Well, damn it, they just ran a play from the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. They just ran a play from the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, and the Ohio State fans are looking frustrated right now. As they should. As they should. Why are they playing games? Why are they playing games? Yeah, playing games. Playing games, man. Playing all kinds of games. Ohio State played around all first half, and now look. Now look what's going on. Backs against the wall. Backs against the wall. So what you going to do? You're going to come out and scrap? Or what's going to happen? Backs against the wall. I've been telling you. I told y'all. 25 points they needed to beat this team. Nah, y'all ain't hear me. Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all somewhere else doing something else. I told you. 25 points. It's what they need. Now they have to come out there, and this offense has to do something because they've been quiet. That Ohio State's offense has been quiet. Why? Hey, you're not running Henderson enough. Your quarterback threw interception. Those turnovers hurt. They need to drive the ball right now the length of the field, and they need to eat this clock up. Because I'm not so sure that you really want to put the ball back in Dylan Raiola's hands. So you get this ball, you drive down the field and get what you need, and you try to finish this team off. Because you're at home right now, and you should be feeling like you're at home. But it don't feel like you're at home right now. It's feeling like Nebraska place. One Nebraska place. That's what it's feeling like right now. They're feeling right at home right now. Maybe they're getting that Scarlet confused. You know what I'm saying? I told you, but overall, you know, Ohio State has talent, but I haven't been sold on them. I haven't been sold on them in a long time, to be honest with you. Always struggle with SEC teams. So I'm not. I'm definitely not sold on them this year. And I truly, to be honest with you, I don't like the quarterback play at Ohio State. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think he's really. He has a nice pass, but I think it's with a, like I said, it's with a clean pocket. When he's under pressure, he's prone to make mistakes, man. We've seen it in big games. We saw it last week. We're seeing it again this week. That's not by accident. That's not by accident. He made a big mistake last week, and here he is. He made a big mistake this week with an interception. That changed the tide of the game. And that's what they're showing right now, that pick. Yeah, because that's what it was. That's what it was, man. That's what changed the game. Defense is playing great, but they can only do so much. They can only do so much. How much can they do? So here we go. Here we go. Total different team in the second half. Total different team. Ohio State has the ball. There they go. Handoff. Nope, fake handoff. Wide open. Wide open all the way down to the 40. Wide open. That's a great call. That's a great read. All the way down the tape for about 40 yards. That's a great play. Remember I was telling you I only seen one other receiver really catching the ball? When I told you I only seen one other receiver catching the ball, he's it. He's the one. He's the one that I said that is the, other than Jeremiah Smith, is what I'm saying. And I still haven't seen a tight end for Ohio State catch anything. But he's driving right now, and it looks like, okay, around the outside for 5 yards. Big hit by Nebraska. Okay. That wasn't Henderson. Okay, that was Jenkins. Jenkins around the outside for about 5 or 6 yards. So I'm pretty sure he's trying to wear some of this, Let's see. Okay, he's trying to use some of this clock up, man. We got 9:18 left to go. 9:18 left to go, 2nd and 7. Up the middle. He had daylight. Jenkins had daylight if he would have kept his feet. He had daylight. 3rd and about 3. They need this right here. Hey, and you remember, Ohio State's kicker is not good. Their field goal kicker is not good. They need to get this. They need this first down. They need this first down. This is 4-down territory, no matter how you look at it. The way your defense is playing, it's 4-down territory. He drops back, and he finally takes off. And guess what, people? He comes up short. He comes up short by a yard. It's 4th and 1. What would you guys do? I'm going for it. I'm at home. I'm going for this first down. You kidding me? I'm going for it. Guess what? They're going for it, as they should. This could be a clock eater upper. 4th and 1. Got it. Great call. And the clock is still rolling. With a quick screen, with a quick out pass. That's a good call. 17-14 Nebraska, people. But Ohio State's on the move. I don't know what their rush is. They should be trying to eat as much of this clock up as possible. Remember I said they need 25 points, 25 points. Here we go. Ohio State's in the gun. Look, RPO. They give it to who? Henderson, right up the middle for about 6 yards. No, it's Jenkins. Where is Henderson? You want Henderson in this game right now for Ohio State. I wouldn't have Jenkins back there running the ball right now. I'd have you gotta put that kid in the game. You gotta put him in the game. Where's Henderson at? Okay, here we go. Ohio State up. Fake. The quarterback keeps the ball. He gets the first down and more. That's a good call. That's a good call. That's a good call. Everybody just comes in. Everybody. It wasn't anybody out there. Fake handoff, and he just took off for 8 yards. Ohio State has the ball, people down like the 9-yard line. Like about the 9. Everybody was keying in on Jenkins. RPO, he's in the gun. He's in the gun. He drops back. I don't like this. Touchdown. 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 Jenkins. Jenkins out of the backfield for a 9-yard pass. That's big. That's big, people. That's big. Touchdown. Okay, so this extra point makes it a absolute touchdown that Nebraska would need. An absolute touchdown. Now, what I've been saying the whole entire time, they need 25 points to beat this team. See, this is why, and this is what we do here at the Scoreboard Keepers, why you got to be involved and come up here and talk, because this is what we do. We said 25 points, and they're right there in the wheelhouse. They're right there. They're right there. Now, what you can't have is Dylan Raiola right now come down this field with 5 minutes on the clock and score. Can't have it. You need this extra point. That's huge. First of all, you got to start off with that. You need this extra point. Well, we got an injured player from Nebraska. You need this extra point. Okay? Let's start there. You got to get that. I think they need to stay focused right now. I think they need to stay focused. This extra point is no joke right now. It's really serious. It's really serious. You got to make it. Let's see if they get it. Here we go. They're lining up. Big field goal kick. It's off. It's up. And it's good. 21-17, people. You just put Nebraska in a vicarious situation. The fans are back alive in Ohio State. That the fans are talking about, let's go, right? You just put them in a vicarious situation with not a lot of time on the clock. They need a touchdown. It's just that simple. They have to score now. And they're pretty much going to have to probably drive the length of the field against this defense. I would be feeling pretty comfortable if I was Ohio State right now, because that defense has been playing pretty stout. That defense has been stout. When I tell you stout, I mean they've been stout. They've been stout, man. Very stout. But it's all good. You know, we're going to see. We're going to find out. We'll see what they're made of. That defense, when the game's on the line, we're going to see what that defense is made of. Because I'd be over there having a talk with them right now. You know, telling them, like, look, we got to finish this game. Let's finish it. Which is crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Like I said, they got a weapon, right? They got a weapon. Let me tell you something, people. Shit is going crazy in Indiana right now. It's going crazy in Indiana right now. That's what's going on in Indiana right now. It's a lot going on up in there, man. I'm telling you. They just dismantled Washington. They just dismantled Washington. That's what they doing up there. Them boys is balling up there. Indiana got a football team, y'all. They got a football team up there. I'm telling you, a team like that gets in the playoffs, they gonna mush somebody. Kurt Signetti, man. Kind of crazy, man. I mean, them boys is balling. That's what they doing. That's scary. That's absolutely scary what they're doing up there. They gonna light fire to somebody too. That game wasn't even close, but I tell you what, this one is. Ohio State fans are going crazy right now. Going crazy. Okay, here we go. The kickoff is off. The kickoff is off. Let's see. Nope, into the end zone. Into the end zone. He ain't bringing that out. Here come Dylan Raiola. Yes, he grows. He starts seeing these defense like that. I can see him being an absolute problem soon. An absolute problem. He gonna be a huge problem for somebody. Here we go. 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Right up the middle for about 3 yards. Who is that, Dowdell? If they don't, yeah, it's Dowdell. I was going to say, if they don't have him in the game, they need to check the coach. They need to check the coach. There we go. Here we go. 2nd and about 7. 2nd and 7, up the middle again for a loss of 2 this time. So it's 3rd down, right? Remember what I told y'all. Don't forget, what is it? Ohio State's been great on 3rd downs. And here we go again. 3rd and 7 in their own territory. You know they bring in the house right now. I would not be surprised if this ball does not get picked off. Because they're jumping a route here. Because I'm telling you, they're about to bring somebody. Let me see this for. Yep. There they go. Same defensive formation. I've seen that front before. All you got to do is jump the quick route. All you got to do is jump the quick route here. I see it. He sees it. Good coverage. No flag. Raiola's hurt, man. Oh, my goodness. His arm's hanging. Raiola's arm's hanging. Wow. Raiola got hit on the shoulder. He got a stinger. Wow. Yeah, well, they have to punt. They have to punt, people. Nebraska's punting. Whistles. We got whistles. There's a flag. False start. Nebraska. 5 yards. Repeat 4th down. So here we go. 4th and 12 with 4:44. We're going down to 4:44 on the clock, people. That's where we are. 4th and 12, 4:44. So Ohio State has a chance to run this clock out. Whoa, that's a low punt. It's a low. Whoa, that's a horrible kick. It's a horrible kick. It only went to the 37-yard line. 37-yard line. Guess what, people? If Ohio State gets this ball in the field goal range and kick a field goal, how many points did I tell y'all they needed to win this game? 25. Guess what? They'll have 24 if they get this ball over to kick a field goal. I told you. Man, let me tell you something. Indiana beat Washington 31-17. And I'd be surprised if they're not in the top 5, man. I told y'all they need to be in the top 5. Those boys are playing. The chemistry is right over there. The chemistry is right. And people need to be paying attention. Because if you run into them boys somewhere, eventually, eventually you will. Let me just put it to you like that. Eventually you will run into them somewhere. And that's why people need to be paying attention so they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. They're definitely here to play. They're definitely here to play some ball, man. So keep an eye out for Indiana. Well, they're not used to seeing football up there, but it is what it is. They got some good talent. They've assembled some good talent. And I'm telling you, every week, the recruits are going to start watching that. Every week. And before you know it, you could be playing for something big. You could be playing for something big out there. Remember, we was talking about it earlier when the broadcast first started. We were saying how the NIL is leveling things out to where these schools now can compete. The schools that you wouldn't think, and I love it. I love it. It gets no better than that, man. It's beating up. When last time Indiana beat Washington? You know what I mean? Like, just think about that. It don't even sound right saying it, right? Indiana Hoosiers beat Washington Huskies. It don't sound right, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound right. No, because we're not used to seeing it. We're not used to seeing it. We know Washington Huskies are a powerhouse, and we know how well they do with recruits. Like Michael Penix right now for the Atlanta Falcons. He was a beast. Unreal. Well, Ohio State had got to travel to Penn State next week. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one right there. I think they get their boot smoked. Nebraska's on it. Nebraska's on it. 2nd and 10, people. First run goes for zilch. Here we go. We got a yard there. 2nd and 9. Whew. Nebraska trying to shut all that down. 3rd and 9. Don't tell me Ohio State's getting conservative. They getting conservative on me? You got an injured player, too. I think they're being a little bit too conservative there. Don't you think? Okay, they put an extra second back on the clock, so we're going to go to 48. There we go. Ohio State has the ball. It's 3rd and 9, and we have an injured player on the field. 3 minutes left, 3:48 left in the game. And listen, man, you can't get conservative here. Finish it. Finish the deal. Finish the deal. That's any coach. That's what any coach should do. Let's just see if this player gets up and walks off on his own. He's been down for a little minute. I don't know if it's his ankle or, when you see things like this, you just hope it's a cramp. Okay, yeah, it looks like he's limping. It looks like it could be an ankle, possibly. Is that the center? Yeah, he's walking ginger. Wow. Yeah, he looked like he can't put much looks like he can't put much weight on that leg. So 3:48 to go. Ohio State's trying to close the door. They're trying to close the deal on this thing here. You have a good game going on here today. It's been a battle. But unfortunately, only one team can come out victorious. And if only one team could come out victorious, that means somebody got to lose. And who's it going to be? Here we go. Here we go. Howard in the shotgun, 3:48, 3rd and 9. They need a first down if they want to keep this clock moving. He drops out, quick screen. What a dumb play. What a dumb play. Nebraska just smothered it. They just smothered that play. They ran a quick screen, people. See, that's too conservative. That's too conservative. Nobody was buying that. They went backwards. They went backwards. They literally went backwards. It's 4th and 16. Then you just give the ball right back to the other team because you're just relying on your defense when you could have killed the clock. Here we go. Okay, Dylan Raiola is going to get another shot. 3:36, 3:37 on the clock. He gets another shot, man. They go downfield. He gets another shot to beat Patrick Mahomes. That shoulder looks fine. Whatever he was grabbing off the last possession looks fine. Good pass. Good pass, right? He throws an over-the-shoulder fade. And guess what? And it's a flag. He throws an over-the-shoulder fade for 30 yards. And let's see what it's called. Pass interference. Offense. Wow. Wow. He caught the ball, though. They call pass interference on the offense. Yeah, he pushed off. But a hell of a catch, man. Yeah. And he caught the ball. And he caught the ball, but he just pushed off, man. He just pushed off. Here we go. 1st and 22. Here we go. Dylan Raioula's back. He's looking deep. Has a man. Ball comes out. Fumble. People, it's flags everywhere. The receiver caught the ball and he got punished, and the ball comes out and there's flags everywhere. I'm not sure what they're about to call here. It was a bang play. It was a bang. Let's see what they're going to call. Here it is. Personal foul. Targeting. I thought I seen it. That's awful. That's an awful call. That's an awful call. No. You got no. No, you got to replay that. That's all shoulder. That's a bad call. Challenge it. No. There ain't nothing targeting about that. There ain't nothing targeting about that. I'm challenging it. I'm challenging that. It has to be reviewed. But that's not his fault. No. No. The kid, I don't understand what they expect them to do. This is a big call. That's why this rule, that targeting rule, needs to be taken out, man. It needs to be taken out of college football. This targeting rule needs to be taken out of college football. That's just a football play. That's a football play. He wasn't targeting his head. The kid went down. He was looking for something to hit. That's not targeting. It's a bang play. I don't even know what he was supposed to do there. Wow. That's a horrible call, man. Horrible. No, he was bracing himself. He was bracing himself. You can't duck your head and then call targeting. You can't duck your head. The offensive player can't duck his head and then you call it targeting. You can't do it. And a clear recovery by Ohio State. This is going to be huge. This is a big call. It's a big call right here. Here we go. Wow. Wow. They got to get rid of that. They just disqualified this kid from the game. It's an awful call. It's an awful call. Wow. 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 These refs got to get rid of that, man. They got to get rid of that call. They got water bottles coming from the stands. They trying to destroy the refs now. They trying to destroy the refs. Wow. This targeting has to stop, man. Now the kid, not only is he out for this game, right? But that call, he has to miss the whole first half of next week's game. The rule needs to be changed, man. That's what needs to be changed. Nobody out there just head hunting, man. Of all the plays, right? All the plays you like, he wasn't head hunting. Wow. 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 The refs have no explanation. I would never throw a flag on a play like that. Because I don't even know what they expected the defense to do. But they need to reevaluate and review that play call. Now everybody's talking right now. This is crazy. This is a crazy ending, man. I'm gonna tell you, if they go down here and score, they're never making it out of that building. I'm telling you. I thought it was an awful call. Awful. That's an awful call. 1st and 10. Nebraska has the ball at the 45-yard line, and they disqualified the Ohio State player. The refs are totally like messing the game up right now. No pun. Now you got a false start. You got a false start, so they're going backwards. It's awful, man. The kid now's got to be punished into the next game. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of crazy. These kids play 9 games, 10 games. Like, you don't have time to be sitting the kid out of the game. You like do something else. What's the purpose of him sitting out? What's the purpose? That's a punishment. That's not a teaching moment, man. And Ohio State is pissed. And they just blew up that screen. And when I say blew it up, I mean blew it up. I mean blew it up for a loss of like 10 yards. It's 2nd and 18. 2nd and 18. Because I mean, they blew that play up. That was a halfback screen. It looked like they was trying to go to Dowdell. And they hit Raiola. He flew somewhere back in it. I don't know where he went to, but now you know they have to pass. They had to pass. What a great game. I'm glad we picked this one. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. So now it's going to be up to the defense, but it's going to be up to, well, I'm just saying, if they driving down, the defense has to stop, right? Ohio State's defense had to step up because the refs just put them in this vicarious situation where they're going to have to play ball now. I don't agree with the call. The targeting needs to be revisited. College football players, the competition committee, they need to come together on this rule and get it out of there. It's not a teaching moment. It's not a teaching moment. This is amateur sports. That's a punishment. You kicking a player out of the game is not allowing him to be coached up and be taught what's going on. You made a judgment to say it was targeted. You made that judgment, but it's not targeted. He wasn't out there headhunting for that player just now. That was a bang bang play. The actual receiver put his head down and made it almost look like targeting. He didn't have to go down like that. The guy was just holding his position. He wasn't launching his body. It wasn't helmet to helmet. He caught him with his shoulder. It's an awful call. And the competition committee and the NCAA, they need to change that, man, because you're ruining the game. I'm telling you, you got all these smart people out here, and all they do is just ruin this game, man. They do everything to try to put people in cuffs, and they try to, there's no safety anymore. Like, what's the purpose of having a safety out there if you can't hit? Everybody has pads on. Like, you understand what I'm saying? The crazy part about this, right, is this is the equivalent to changing rules in hockey. Would you take fighting out of hockey? Would you take the dropping the gloves off? Why hasn't anybody taken the fighting out of hockey? Can somebody answer that for me? When they drop their gloves off, the fans stand up and cheer. Yet you got some silly rule like this in football that's ruining the sport, and you're taking a kid out and punishing him. It's awful. It's awful. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? That's not time for that kid to sit. Why should he have to go in the back in the locker room, be suspended off of the field, and then be suspended for the next half of the game without somebody on the sidelines being able to teach him when he's in an amateur sport? You're punishing them. You're punishing them, and it's awful. You have no rules. You have no rules that protect the defensive backs. What rule do they have that protects defensive backs? None. All the rules are made to protect the receiver, quarterback, and so on and so forth. And I'm an offensive minded guy, but I mean, you can't just start making up these rules like that for that don't make sense. It's awful. It's a contact sport. Leave it at that. I'm telling you, I don't know where some of these rules come from, man. I just don't. Who sat back and even thought of that? Targeted. What is targeted? You mean targeting the guy with the ball? That's what we do. That's what football is. You're supposed to make the tackle. You know what I mean? Like, what else are they supposed to do? What else are they supposed to do? Somebody help me understand, because I don't. What else are they supposed to do? They're calling it targeting, as if this man was trying to hurt the player. He wasn't. He's been playing a clean game for 4 quarters, and then you think he gets to the 4th quarter and decides to target somebody? No. It was a split-second decision that he made, that he had no choice but to hold his ground because the man had the ball. Interception. That just closed the deal. That just closed the deal on Raiola. That just closed the deal. I don't want to see teams get robbed, man. That's why I get passionate about this. Dylan Raiola throws an interception, guys. But this is why I get so passionate about this, because, like I said, you don't want to put unnecessary pressure on a team by making a bad call. You just don't. There was another, and then look, 2 plays later, they get an interception. Now you're missing one of your best players for next week's game against Penn State. Why should the fans be robbed of that? Why should the teams be robbed of that? Help me understand. Because I don't. Why should the teams be robbed of that? I don't understand it. Is that how it's supposed to be? No. No, it's not supposed to be like that. No. It's supposed to be where a team is doing whatever it is they're doing, right? And if you see something egregious, right? Like, I don't know, anything. If you see something egregious that goes against football, then you call that. But not a play like that right there that we just were looking at right there. Like, I'm looking at the replay right now. Like, I'm looking at the replay. The replay doesn't show targeting. That's not targeting right there. It was a bang play, but within like a minute, within a second or a second and a half, to where that guy had no other choice. Now, if he doesn't make that play, right? Let's just say he said, I'm going to avoid targeting. He doesn't make that play, and that runner runs free. You'll have a loose guy with a ball running free, man. That's what you have. And that last kneel right there, that's going to do it. That's going to do it right there. They got kneel downs that they can just run this clock out now. And it's just frustrating. It's just very frustrating because nobody should have to be worrying about somebody breaking loose, right? Nobody should have to worry about somebody breaking loose and getting loose somewhere or being thrown out of the game. It should never come down to that. But it does. But I can tell you, man, Indiana, man, things have changed. Let's hear what the coach has to say. I agree with him. He says that he's not about these refs taking and controlling the game. Yes. Dogfight. Ohio State pulled it out, people. They pulled it out, man. Look, they did what they had to do to win the game. That defense stood stout, and it came up big for Ohio State late in the game, people. And that's what it's all about right there. But like I said, the competition committee and the NCAA, they need to revisit the this rule that's going on with this targeting. It needs to be reviewed. It's game changing. It's game changing, and it's not teaching. It's actually punishing, and there's no room for that. There's no room for that. It's an amateur sport, and you've taken the coaching aspect out of the game, and now you've punished the player who's there to play football. He's not there to hurt anybody. He's just playing an instinctive game. Listen, guys, that's the game. Congratulations to Ohio State for the victory over Nebraska, 21-17. And like I said, guys, these two teams right here, man, they both got rich traditions, but the refs have to stay out of it, man. They got to stay out of it. You can't make a call like that late in the game. Now this kid's suspended for a whole half next week, 2 plays after the game and then play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it. And he's being falsely accused. That wasn't targeted. That was called tackling, and it was called football. And it was a fumble on that play also. The game should have been over right there. But the refs got involved and messed it up. No pun. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next live. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next episode of Scoreboard Keepers. God bless. Score. It's been fun.